There is a common misconception that we face almost every day. Many of us are firmly convinced that it's enough just to work hard, give all our efforts to the job, and success will definitely come. However, real life shows a different picture. Just diligence and hard work alone are simply not enough to achieve true recognition and a worthy position. The real secret is to combine hard work with true wisdom. Imagine a simple light bulb that keeps shining day after day, week after week. As long as it always shines and lights up the space, nobody really thinks about its existence. People take the light for granted. But as soon as this bulb suddenly goes out, everyone immediately pays attention, becomes worried, and looks for a solution to the problem. The same thing happens with us people. If we don't know how to make others see our presence and the value of what we do, sooner or later someone else may take our place. Let's turn to an instructive story that perfectly illustrates this important truth about life. Many years ago, at an industrial enterprise, there was a young worker full of enthusiasm and a willingness to learn. His mentor and teacher was an elderly master who had worked at this factory for most of his life. The experienced mentor generously shared his knowledge with the young apprentice. He told him, "Remember the main rule. You must learn to work with maximum focus and concentration. Don't waste energy on idle talk." Years passed, and after an entire decade of hard work and honing his skills, the elderly master decided to retire. Naturally, his loyal apprentice took his place. The new master continued to strictly follow his mentor's advice. Day by day, he worked with full dedication, constantly sharpening his skills and becoming a more competent specialist. One day, the young master decided to visit his old teacher. When the elder opened the door, he immediately noticed worry and sadness on his former student's face. The young master sighed deeply and began to open up. "Teacher, I am completely confused. All these years I have strictly followed your advice. I work with full focus, never allowing myself to be distracted by anything. But I see people whose skills aren't even half as good as mine getting promoted one after another. They move up the career ladder, their salaries grow. And me? My salary is still the same as it was years ago when I was just your assistant. How to explain this?" The elderly master listened carefully and then asked, "Tell me honestly, do you truly think you are an extremely important and valuable employee for this company?" The young man nodded without hesitation. The old mentor paused for a while and then said, "Okay, then I suggest you do the following. Take a day off tomorrow. Come up with a good reason. Illness, family matters, whatever. The main thing is not to come to work. You really need some rest." The next day when he returned to work, the young master was summoned to the boss. Entering the office, he saw a serious expression on the manager's face. The boss said, "Yesterday, when you weren't here, our production faced serious problems." After this, the boss announced that he had decided to promote the young master to the position of senior technical specialist. His salary was significantly increased, and he was asked to keep working with the same dedication. From that moment, the young master began to regularly use his new strategy. Every time he felt undervalued, he took a day off. This continued for several months. The young specialist was convinced he had found the perfect formula for managing his career. But one morning something happened that turned his world upside down. When he came to work, he discovered that his electronic pass no longer worked. The security guard politely informed him that his access was blocked. In complete confusion and despair, the young man hurried again to his old teacher. This time his voice trembled with hurt and misunderstanding. "Teacher, what happened? Why was I fired?" The elderly master slowly shook his head. "You only learned the first half of the lesson. You were so excited by the first result that you missed the most important part. If the lamp keeps going out too often, it will just be replaced with a new one. Look at your life. We often take family and friends for granted, and only when they are suddenly not around do we realize their value. So the conclusion is simple. Appreciate people now, thank them for their support, show your gratitude through actions. But you shouldn't deliberately disappear or create problems just to prove your importance. True wisdom is to find balance. Work well, be reliable, don't lose visibility, but don't manipulate either. When you learn this, life will reward you with well-deserved recognition. Remember, a person's true value is in their constant kind presence and impact on the lives of others. If this story inspired you or made you reflect, show your support by liking and subscribing to our channel. And if you have friends who might find motivation or fresh ideas here, don't hesitate to share this video with them.